Hello dear friends, this is the second video of the series about body transformation, weight loss, and understanding the psychological reasons for any issues you might have with your appearance. So this is the second video. You can find the others underneath this one, below this video, and I highly recommend you to watch the first one if you haven't already, because in the first one I'm talking about the foundational principles. So go back and listen, or if you're already prepared, let's dive into the next topic. And in this one we will talk about two major possibilities why you might be having issues with your weight, or you can't lose weight, or you don't like how you look, and so on. And they are quite different because one of them is the more feminine direction, the other one is the more masculine direction. So you need to explore which would resonate more with you. But in general, here your astrology horoscope may help to understand where to dig deep, or where could be the main issue. In other words, if you have more feminine energy, feminine elements in your chart, or accentuated feminine planets, then most likely you need to explore the options I will share about the feminine problems. And if you tend to have more masculine energy, meaning planets in masculine signs or strong masculine planets, then you might need to explore more the problems which are caused by the masculine distortions. But one major thing that I want to also mention, if you have overweight, or if you don't like your body, then one of the options you need to explore is what is your body presenting that you can't present otherwise. In other words, something you can't express openly that your body needs to do for you. And those could be many things, but you really need to dig deeper and see what could be this thing for you specifically, or it could be more than one thing that you just can't express, you can't share, you can't present it to the world. So then your body is doing it. And the more you understand those things that you are not allowing yourself to express, or you feel you can't express, or it's not okay, or it's not right to express, the more you understand those, the more you start to allow yourself to do them, of course, in a healthy way, the more you won't need your body to do this on your behalf. So your body will transform and it will change. So the first focus is try to explore what is your body presenting that you can't present otherwise, you can't do for yourself. Now, let's continue with the feminine and the masculine problems related to weight. We will start with the feminine ones. The feminine energy, of course, is the one which is more passive, more receptive, more accepting. And one of the main issues, if you're overweight, or you have, it could be just a couple of extra pounds, or it could be like obesity. But what happens in those cases? Your body is bigger, which means that also the surface of your body is larger. And from the feminine perspective, more surface would allow more contact. So one of the main problems that is causing extra weight, if it comes from the feminine energy, problems with the feminine energy, could be that you don't have enough contact. It could be during childhood with your parents, it could be with a romantic partner or your kids, or even with yourself, something or someone that you don't have enough contact with. So the body is doing everything, in a very concrete way, because those are the only mechanisms that the body has. So if internally you feel that you don't have enough contact for the body to fix this, it means that you need to become bigger, have more surface, then you will be able to have more contact. So explore from this perspective: lack of contact or some kind of problematic contact. But again, here the issue is usually it's not enough. Another thing which is also related to the feminine problems causing overweight, very often it's related to our hormones. Some kind of distortions on this level, or with our internal glands, which are of course related to the hormones. And what do the hormones represent in our body? On a physical level, the hormones are the communicators. All of those glands that we have, they are communicating with each other, and everything there is so connected. I have studied biochemistry. I have a master's degree in biochemistry, so I really know how complicated our system is. And especially on this level, this inner system, the endocrine system, the hormones, it's really complicated. And maybe you have experience, if you have taken some kind of hormonal pills or anything like that, you know that very often they mess up other things. You try to change one thing and then other things also change, and it's like everything is interconnected. Yes, the hormones are really connected, and they are this main communication system in the physical body. So the other perspective also, if we have communicational problems in our life, in our objective life with other people, it could be with anyone, again, your partner, your kids, someone else, friends, society in general. If you have problems with communication, on a physical level, this may look like hormonal issues. So it means that, especially if you know that your weight is related also to some kind of hormonal issues, then you need to explore what's going on with your communication. What are the problems on this level? And try to dig deeper. Don't go for the immediate response. So maybe you already know some things about yourself in this area. Maybe you can dig deeper and find more. But especially if there is something on the level of hormones, then I highly recommend you to explore how you feel about your communication with other people or with the world in general. Because this is also a reason, again, feminine energy reason, that could lead to overweight issues or other issues with our physical body. The next thing, which is also very interesting, which is related to the feminine energy, when we become more curved, when we put some weight, this is increasing also the magnetic energy. Again, if the problem comes from the feminine energy. And we can do this as a mechanism if we don't want to allow ourselves to be aggressive. For whatever reason. It could be subconsciously you don't want to allow yourself because you think it's bad, or you're afraid of yourself if you are aggressive, or you feel you're not allowed, or that there could be some consequences, or maybe you have a negative experience, what has happened or how people treated you if you allowed yourself to be aggressive and to, really express, defend yourself. This can also be a mechanism. So try to ask yourself this question, explore from this perspective. What would happen if I allow my aggressive impulses to be expressed? I want to clarify that here I'm not talking about hurting other people, doing weird stuff, dangerous stuff for you or others. Absolutely not. I'm talking about this healthy aggression, which also means stepping up for yourself, defending yourself, your position, basically pursuing the things that you want. That's the type of healthy aggression I'm referring to. So ask yourself, what would happen if I'm aggressive? If I allow myself to express this? And if you feel like, oh no, I don't want to be like this, or it's wrong, or it's not okay, this is a good indication that you have problems in this area, which are relevant to hypothetical issues with your weight. So especially for women, this could be one major reason, not allowing yourself to be aggressive whenever you need to. And in order to stop this, or in other words, to kind of like suffocate this impulse, you need to make yourself heavier, more curved, because this is also adding more of this magnetic energy. So this could be a very strong mechanism. So see what's going on this level. Healthy aggression and the ability to really express it. Unfortunately, very often also this is also a protection mechanism. When we have issues with our weight, we don't want to allow others to see us, or we want to push them away, or it could be like some kind of cushion which is not allowing others to get close to you. So if there is some history of abuse, especially sexual abuse, or someone crossing your boundaries, or sometimes what I have noticed also is that you don't even need to have the actual physical experience, but women or little girls or children who have felt threatened, they may have the same problems, even if in the objective reality this didn't actually manifest. But if you have felt vulnerable, that you can be somebody, let's say, may cross your boundaries, then this can also activate this mechanism to create this cushion looking like extra weight so that you can protect yourself. So those are some of the most common feminine reasons for having problems with your weight. Next, let's look at the other direction, the masculine energy, and what are the main mechanisms that are triggered if you have problems with the masculine energy. And here I want to clarify that this can totally apply to women. Men and women, we all have masculine and feminine energy. So your weight issues could be triggered by problems with your feminine flow, feminine energy, or with your masculine flow. So the first one related to the masculine energy is to be in fight mode. And here, of course, what do you need if you are in a fight mode? Of course, you need to make yourself stronger. You need to look bigger. You need to look scarier so that you would push others away. And in the first video, I talked about the role of our primal brain, this brain that connects us to animals and other living beings on this planet. That there are certain mechanisms that we all share, and this is one of them. If we feel in danger and threatened, one of the mechanisms is to fight back. And what do you need if you are supposed to fight back? Again, you need to be stronger or look stronger. And especially if you feel that you are not strong enough, you and actually your subconscious mind and your body may try to compensate this by presenting a strong body or big scary body for others. So here the main reason is that inside of you don't feel strong enough, and also you feel like you need to fight back. You need to not only defend yourself, but be ready also to attack back in order to protect something, defend yourself, and so on. So explore this. In which situations you have felt or you still feel that you need to be in this fight mode. And those are the emotions and the situations that you need to work with, address, change, and transform. Another possible reason related to the masculine energy is having this subconscious, let's say, position, some kind of stubbornness or not wanting to move from the place where you are. And this is here more a metaphor, meaning that there could be something in your life, some kind of situation, some kind of position in which you are quite stubborn, or you don't want to change anything. And imagine physically what happens. So your body becomes bigger, and the message is like, you can't move me from the position I'm in. For that, you need extra weight. For that, you need to become bigger, to become maybe even scarier for others. So think from this perspective. Are there areas or maybe certain topics or situations in which there is some kind of stubbornness and you feel like, no, I will not change my opinion, or you can't move me, or you can't make me? In order to support this process of resistance, you need a stronger body. So here you are. This is one of the reasons, or possible reasons. Another is, which is kind of similar to the previous, but I still want to mention it. If you feel that you are not stable enough, of course, it's about internally how you feel. If generally in your life you feel hesitant, you feel shaky, you feel like somehow your position is not stable enough, it could be in a relationship, it could be at work or in another context. The message for your body, or basically the only way your body can help you to become and to feel more stable, is to have some extra weight. When you are heavier, you feel more grounded, you feel more stable. So if that's your reason, then you need to see why you don't feel stable and to address this. As soon as you feel stable internally, you will not need to get this feeling from your body. So your body will transform, that's for sure. And also something in this direction, if you feel that you have some really really heavy responsibilities, the feeling that you have some kind of burden, you have to bear it with you, is also one of the reasons for struggling with weight. So check to see if you feel that you are overwhelmed by some kind of responsibilities, and see what needs to be changed there. Here there are again different options. It's possible that it's kind of objective and you really take too many responsibilities which you don't have to. So you can change this, you can transform it, you can stop maybe taking responsibilities for things that are not your job. This is one option. The other option could be that maybe generally you don't like responsibility. So even if there are responsibilities that are appropriate or adequate, they still overwhelm you. So you should be open to see this and also work with it. It's all fixable and solvable when we are open to see it. But something related to heaviness from responsibilities can also be a trigger for weight issues. The other thing which is also interesting, your self-identification. So what do you identify yourself with? Even physically, when you think about your body, do you identify yourself with those particular things that you really don't like about yourself? So yes, maybe you have some extra weight, but let's say you have a beautiful hair, you have wonderful eyes, you have nice lips. This you don't consider yourself, or you don't identify yourself with. You identify yourself with the things that you don't like. This is quite common. Not everyone, of course, that doesn't apply to everyone, but many of us identify more with the things that we don't like. Or if someone asks you, okay, what do you associate with your body? You tend to remember more the things that you don't like. So this is also a very important perspective, and I want to invite you to change something on this level. So try to find what are the things that you like about your body. And everyone has something nice about their body. It could be your skin, your hair, it could be your eyes, anything at all. Try to find it and try to identify yourself more with those parts or those things that you like about yourself and your body. It will really help to change your self-image and how you feel about yourself. Because as we talked in the first video, whenever we feel that there's something wrong with the body, we don't like it, the message is clear. The subconscious brain accepts this as I'm not big enough, I need to gather more energy and more weight. And the last thing I want to mention about this, think about who you are, who you really feel you are. And think about, do you want other people to see you, to see this part of you, who you really are? Not a simple question. Don't go for the immediate answer, try to be honest. And very often, when we put extra weight, this is just a strange way for the body to manifest something deeper, which is, I want to present a different image of myself. I want others to see me in a different way than I really am. And what is the mechanism of your body? Again, your body can't literally, change your face or height or whatever, something, but it can change your weight, and it can change the shape of your body and the weight. So one of the also main reasons, if you have issues with your weight, is that you're not allowing yourselves, or you don't want to be seen as who you really are. You want to present a different image, that maybe you are stronger, or maybe you are more successful, or maybe you're smarter, or whatever, something. So as you can guess, that's exactly the thing you need to work with. Again, when you see it, you admit it, you realize it, and you work with this. This is totally fixable. And then your body will not need to sustain this mechanism. It's as simple as that. So try to explore those ideas, see which of those resonate more with you. Give yourself a bit of time, again, to process this. And in the next videos, we will continue with more possible reasons for issues with your body transformation, weight, and self-image. You will find all of the videos again underneath this one. And if you want to find more about my work and how I work with clients for their self-image or weight issues, or what are the options for that, the last video actually will be all about concrete strategies for working with those things. But if you would like to work personally with me, you will also find the information below the video. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time.